Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sister Wives has been airing for years, and we've seen numerous cast members discuss their personal adventures on the show. While the core star cast, which includes Cody, his 3 original wives, Robyn, and their children, has always been the focus of attention, there have been numerous cast members that have brought major value to their lives. Jen Sullivan is one of these individuals. She is Cody's first wife and Mary's best friend. The couple has been close for years, but Jen suddenly revealed that her husband, Sean, has a rare and dangerous cancer. They had some difficulty diagnosing the problem, but once they did, they immediately raced to radiation therapy. However, when things did not go as planned and a tumor developed immediately next to the radiation area, they were forced to have surgery. Jen discussed her husband's recovery in a recent Instagram post, as well as why they kept the diagnosis hidden for months. Jen reveals whether or not she is still friends with Mary on Sister Wives. Mary just went live on Instagram, with Jen by her side. She announced that the dynamic duo had returned, and since it was Friday, the day was dedicated to pals. During the live session, Jen explained that she is still friends with Mary, contrary to popular opinion. She said that they hadn't been together in a while since her life didn't allow it. Mary expressed her support, stating that things happen in life and that friends should understand this. The duo delivered a satisfying live performance, and their fans appreciated their unedited interpretations. Sister Wives. Jen Sullivan explains why she kept secrets about her husband's cancer. Mary's best friend, Jen Sullivan, recently posted on Instagram about her husband's unusual and serious cancer diagnosis. She disclosed that he has had sarcoma since February 2025. She posted a photo of them laughing together, revealing that it was shot on their 19th anniversary, shortly before Sean began his treatment. The diagnosis was not straightforward, since specialists originally misdiagnosed him. After doctors determined that it was sarcoma, they began radiation treatment. However, they had to do 2 procedures. Sean's recuperation has been prolonged and painful. He is gradually regaining his vigor and returning to the shop whenever possible. Jen clarified that they did not break the news to their children right away so that they may finish the school year without stress. However, after they revealed the truth, the children helped the family feel more confident and focused on a positive route forward. Jen also expressed gratitude to everyone who helped them through this difficult time. She is immensely appreciative for the check-ins, prayers, and generosity. The family chose not to share the news right away because they wanted to deal with it quietly initially. Her best friend, Mary, also expressed her support for the pair and stated that she will always be by their side. Fans were overjoyed with the news and extended prayers and well wishes to the newlyweds. Jen also uses her social media presence to raise awareness about sarcoma. She revealed that they are now fully prepared to come forward and tell their diagnosis experience. Cody Brown thinks his love will grow even though he is technically no longer with 3 of his former spouses. The Arizona citizen is steadfastly committed to preserving a monogamous marriage with Robyn Brown, his only surviving spouse, even though it is not legally required. The 18-year-old father, however, is keen to begin mending the strained bonds with a few of his kids. He said on the TLC show's April 27th episode that he went to Utah to visit a number of his children with his former partners, Christine Brown and Janelle Brown. He mentioned the 8-hour travel from his house in Flagstaff to Utah with the statement, "I made arrangements to go see Christine's girls in Utah in early 2024. Turns out there's other kids there, like other of my kids from other mothers." At their Valentine's Day dinner, he told Robyn that although the trip was a really good trip, his chat with his and Christine's 30-year-old daughter, Aspen Thompson, was one of the highlights. Telling Robyn, "Aspen and I had this long discussion," he acknowledged that Christine's oldest daughter had asked him, "What did I do? Why don't you like me?" But Cody thinks his tense relationships with the majority of his children's mothers are the root of the issue. In the episode, he clarified, "Aspen literally asked why I didn't like her. And I am like, sweetheart, I love you. And I have, always have, and always will." She claimed that at the conclusion, they had a long discussion about how to have a relationship free from both her mother's and my opinions about her mother. What I explained to her was that there's this place of pain where I didn't feel welcome to reach out to everybody. He summarized the results for Robyn, saying that it just improved their bond so much. Aspen maintained that she never intentionally made him feel as though he couldn't contact her, but he emphasized, "What has happened in my life has made me feel unwelcome." That is, he thinks his ex-partners attempted to, X him out. Cody wrote, "I got alienated from my children when the divorces happened," in reference to Christine's decision to dissolve their marriage in November 2021. Janelle and his former wife Mary Brown, who is the mother of 29-year-old Leon, quickly followed suit. "I have an assumption that the exes just weren't protecting the privacy of the breakup at all," Cody said, referring to his difficulties with Janelle's children, including Logan Brown, 30, Madison Brush, 29, Hunter Brown, 28, the late Garrison Brown, Gabriel Brown, 23, and Savannah Brown, 20, as well as Christine's children, which included Aspen and her younger siblings Michael T. Padron, 28, Paydon Brown, 26, Gwendolyn K. Ross, 23, Isabel Brown, 21, and Truly Brown, 15. "They're just like, your dad's like this, your dad's like this, your dad's like this. And so I had all this relationship struggle with all of my kids. We haven't had a lot of connection," he explained, because he wasn't at home with any of the kids. "So I'm trying to build this relationship where they don't have to see me through my ex-wife's eyes anymore." Christine is okay with that, as she said on the pilot, "I don't talk trash about Cody to my kids, ever. I wish Cody would reach out to them more, and I wish he had a better relationship with his kids. I've done everything I can to facilitate that relationship." Actually, she told E! The News, October 2008. "I just tell them, you got to accept him where he's at. And be open, just be open when he calls, answer the phone." She also hopes that Cody will be awakened to the fact that he has a poor relationship with some of the children. "I think his kids are some of the best people that I've ever met," Christine stated. "They're incredible people, and he has a choice to be in their life. And I just don't think he's really taking it so he can fully be in their life, and it's his loss. 'Cause they're amazing people." What Christine has to say about the matter intrigues me. She was open about sharing, as did her former sister wives. See the secrets they have revealed this season. According to Mary Brown, she had optimism for their marriage because of Cody Brown. Shortly after their 1990 wedding vows, Cody Brown insisted on divorcing Mary Brown, his first wife. However, Mary recalled in the September 15th premiere that he led me to believe that he would work on things by saying, "Oh, Mary, when we move to Flagstaff, this will be a good time to have a new beginning for us," in reference to their 2018 move. Like he led me to believe those things. This is what he's done for many, many years. Her primary issue, she said, was his lack of communication and how he really felt and what he really wanted or what he really didn't want, and the story that he's been telling for all these years. Furthermore, Cody acknowledged that he had mixed messages, but mainly because once he started working on the project, "I'm like, why would I do this? I would not court and date her now." In any case, when Mary finally pulled the plug in early 2023, her pals were thrilled. With her blinders removed, she recently told me, "They're like, okay, we're here for you, we're supporting you. And it's about damn time," claiming that he has been trying to force her to leave for years by acting as though he doesn't love her, because if he can push me out and I leave, he's not the bad guy because he didn't walk away. Coyote Pass was going to be sold by Cody Brown. In the season premiere, Cody said he was ready to let the idea die years after the family had purchased the 14-acre plot of property in Flagstaff, Arizona, on which they intended to build. Unable to construct without shelling out the entire $820,000, as the family purportedly did in 2023, he told Robyn Brown, his surviving wife, "I'd almost rather scrap it or sell it, and then just start again somewhere else." Robyn stated, "I can't talk about that. This is the reason Janelle Brown left Cody Brown. That is so far from where I am." The second wife, Janelle Brown, had previously informed E! News, "We just kind of started to grow apart. but she left because of Cody's failures as a father to many of their children. The mother told Logan Brown, Madison Brown Brush, Hunter Brown, Garrison Brown, Gabriel Brown, and Savannah Brown, "The big spark for me was when his relationship with my children broke down, and he didn't seem like he would move heaven and earth to fix it. And I thought, okay, that was what was really holding me here." Janelle refused to entertain the idea of reconciliation, even after Cody brought it up during the show on November 3rd. "I don't know how I would ever reconcile with him and have him not have a relationship with my kids," she told me. "No, I'm going to always choose my kids." According to Cody Brown, his own family has excommunicated him. That was Cody's justification for not doing more to patch up the problems he was having with some of his older kids. "I don't fit in the family anymore," he complained during the episode that aired on September 15th. He went on to say, "And then I have some relationships with some of the other kids, but it's infrequent. And so I'm like, what do I do with all of this? It doesn't feel like a family." He was still married to Robyn and raising their 5 children together: Dayton Brown, Aurora Brown, Brianna Brown, Solomon Brown, and Ariella Brown. Robyn and Cody Brown were having marital problems. "We're probably doing the worst we've ever done in our marriage," Robyn admitted in the season 19 premiere, even though they were going totally monogamous for the first time in their 14-year marriage. "It's been tough between us. He doesn't know who to blame, himself or one of the other wives. Cody's feeling a lot of rejection, and so I think he's kind of looking at me going, 'Are you going to reject me too?'" She said, "I'm on my toes. I'm having to consistently make sure that he's not sabotaging our relationship. The most difficult thing," she concluded, "there's no resource to help with the idea that I'm still married to a man who's going through divorces. I can't look myself in the mirror and say, 'Hey, dude, I love you.'" Cody, meanwhile, was struggling with confidence issues. Robyn found it difficult to witness her sister wives welcome their new menstruation. "They're all moving on," she stated on the program on October 27th. "I feel like the idiot that got left behind." There is no communication between Madison Brush and her father. Add Janelle's oldest daughter, Madison, to the list of kids Cody doesn't spend much time with. In the premiere, Janelle said, "I know Maddie hasn't had any conversations with her father. He's not called, she's not called him, and she doesn't have any relationship with Robyn. She's pretty much written them both off." The problem, according to Janelle, is that Cody rarely interacts with Maddie's kids, Josephine, Evangeline, and Axel. She doesn't really want him to have any contact unless he can commit. On September 22nd, Janelle asserted that Cody did sort of cut off communication with Maddie and her husband Caleb Brush, whose sister wed Cody's brother, when the family started to really dissolve. Janelle says Maddie has been mama bear to the extreme since Cody hasn't been calling or coming to see. She has felt like until he can be consistent and show up and not be dramatic, that she feels like it's probably better if they don't know about him. "I believe the children should do the same," Robyn said, adding that she has encouraged Cody to contact out and make amends. According to Cody, whenever he spoke with his daughter, it was a fish for gossip and I got tired of it. This suggests that he is not currently prepared to mend the split. It was once stated by Cody Brown that he had never loved Mary Brown. Love should not be withheld. Rather, it should be multiplied. Cody acknowledges loving his ex-wives, despite earlier assertions to the contrary. "It's more of a knee-jerk reaction," he added in the one-on-one program on June 15th, acknowledging that their trashing of him was leaving him in shock. "I was deep in the throes of reactionary vitriol for the past 3 years. Because of this," he said, he hinted to Mary during their anniversary celebration that he had never really loved her. In a September 2024 episode, Mary told a friend about the encounter and stated that she knew he loved her. "But why did he even propose?" Leon Brown's mother said in a confessional if he hadn't. "When a single young man meets a single young woman, why would he choose to marry her and just affirm and force love for her when he didn't love her?
She was contemplating this.
How cruel is that? To pick me out of a crowd and just be like, I pick you to try to force myself to love for the next 32 years? In his own confession, Cody responded, "Oh, Mary has her little accusations now." But they never went on a honeymoon, he claimed. This marriage was on the rocks the entire marriage. he said in the episode that aired on October 20th. And how would I know that? Because I had such a better relationship with Janelle, with Christine, with Robyn. Leadership will never allow you to marry again if you're discarding wives, he said, but he remained out of fear. Kody Brown has been threatened with legal action by Janelle Brown. Janelle said the first step was to pay off the Arizona property, but she wasn't sure if she planned to develop or sell Coyote Pass. She told her ex-sister wife Christine Brown on the September 22nd episode, "I think I'm going to have to lawyer up," as Kody wouldn't talk to her about it. "Because I think that's the only way I'm ever going to get any kind of decision out of him." As Janelle stated, "It's not like I'm just calling a lawyer and saying I need to divorce this person. No, it's really complicated because there's no legal marriage." Janelle also admitted that, in the absence of a legal marriage to Kody, "I really have no legal rights to make any kind of claim on Kody's property." Allegedly, Kody Brown gave his other spouses access to personal information. Kody claimed that he no longer trusted Janelle, which was why he didn't talk to her about their property in Arizona. "We will pay off the property when the time comes," he said in a confessional on the September 22nd program, "and I'm not giving you any details about what I'm doing or whatever, because I'm tired of disclosing information that goes through the gossip mill of our broken family." Janelle acknowledged labeling the pot black in her own interview. Her words, "He leaks like a sieve. He told me stuff about his other relationships and his other wives that I was like, I don't think you're supposed to be telling me that." Robyn Brown used family funds to purchase her property. The family would put all of their money into one pot when their love became stronger rather than weakened. On the September 22nd program, Janelle said, "We would use all of our resources to help one person, and then we would all rally to support the other person. That's how it always worked until the last 10 years or so. And all of a sudden it's been about my estate, and everyone needs their own estate." Thus, they all pitched in to purchase Robyn's $1.65 million 5-bedroom villa in Arizona when she wanted a place to call home. It was put up for sale in August. According to Robyn, the goal was for it to become a family asset. Janelle was voted down, though, when she proposed that they all sign the mortgage. Kody was like, no, we need to protect, Robyn's estate," Janelle recalled. Janelle said she wants her share of the Coyote Pass revenue now that she's leaving the family, and "I'd like to recoup some of the money I put into Robyn's house." That might be a tough sell, though. Robyn said, "We were working together for so long." Following Janelle's admission that she owed them money, Robyn said, "It's like, how do you calculate? How do you figure that out? It's so confusing." Kody Brown's management of the family's finances was questioned by Janelle Brown. Despite seeing Kody purchase trailers and house furnishings, Janelle objected to the family's failure to pay for Coyote Pass, claiming he had all these other debts. She remarked, "I see all the art on their walls," referring to Robyn and Kody's residence. Kody, for his part, stated that a large portion of his money was used to purchase cars, basically had a fleet, and insurance for the children. "I see all these things. And that's fine, I have money, and I've spent it on things, too." Janelle remarked, "I used to always be surprised at how nice her backyard was," in reference to her doubts about Kody and Robyn's accounting skills. "It was finished. Additionally, there was always stuff at her place. And I thought, wow. Huh." Ultimately, this wore on her, and she stated, "I think after a while, I began to see it, and my kids were getting very angry about it, like my adult children. He doesn't prioritize what I need or want. Like, Mom, what the hell?" However, Robyn said that she became extremely frugal after her first marriage ended. On September 22nd, she responded to a question about her sister wives by saying, "You just must have had a different priority of where your money was going to go than I did. That's all. I used to be not so great with money," she said. "When I was young, I had hard knocks. And then I learned during my divorce really how to budget myself very, very well." According to Janelle Brown and Christine Brown Woolley, their kids are the center of the family. While she and Christine, the mothers of Aspen Brown, Michael T. Brown Padrone, Paydon Brown, Gwendolyn Brown, Isabel Brown, and Truly Brown, spend time with their kids, Janelle acknowledged in the September 22nd episode that there's no contact, really, with Mary, Robyn, or Kody. That won't change anything in my opinion.